Hi, we need to talk is my daily affirmation to improve and to promote wellness, healthy wellness of mind, spirit, and soul. So let me just get into it. And today I am going to launch a series that is called No More Excuses. It is time for us to get out the excuse business. And today, the first one is going to be about I have no feelings, okay? And we hear that a lot. We hear that a lot. A lot of people always talking about, well, I ain't got no feelings. I ain't got no feelings. Well, yes, you do. You have feelings. And most of the time, we suppress our feelings because we've been hurt by other people or our feelings have been taken for granted. We've been conditioned from a small child to feel as though we don't have any feelings, that our feelings don't count, and they've been taken for granted. We can say we don't have feelings because we have experienced abuse in our lives. It could be parent, spousal, partnership, even friendship abuse that most people don't want to talk about. But there are a lot of people out here who are being abused by their friends, taken advantage of, and their friends take and dismiss their feelings. But you know what? The world has never been ran on feelings. You know, we may think they do in this climate and atmosphere that we live in now, but you know what? At the end of the day, the feelings are just like waves in the ocean. They wash in, they wash out. And if you get caught up in your feelings, it's a whole lot of people sitting in jail right now because they got caught up in their feelings. But the world does not run on feelings. Think about this. Washington did not live at Valley Forge because he felt like it. He lived there because it was a necessity for him to be there. And because of that, it wasn't based upon his feelings. Most people do most of their most valuable acts of life contrary to their feelings. A fireman runs into a burning building not because of his feelings, because of his job. A mother takes care of her children even though when she's tired, frustrated, not because of a feeling, but out of a duty and a sense of necessity. A husband should love his wife beyond his feelings because he asked her to marry him and that he appreciates her. So he wants to be a good husband to his wife, like the mother wants to be a good mother to her child, beyond the feeling of motherhood. We get caught up too many times in this thing called feelings, and it's jacking us up individually and society. You know, I can remember raising my son, and one time he did something wrong, and I asked him why did he do it, and he told him, well, because I felt like it. So I said, you know what? You're going to get punished. Your feelings, you got caught up in your feelings. Now you got to pay. You got to be accountable. You got to be accountable. There has to be consequences when you allow your feelings to disrespect people. When you allow your feelings to get you out of control, you have to take consequences for that. Don't nobody care about your feelings but you. That's the reality of it. When we do courageous things, it's not based upon our feelings. It's out of necessity. Our feelings could have us in a mental state that is so jacked up. But in reality, it was just based upon your feelings. Now, I'm not saying that all feelings are bad, but we have to examine them before we allow ourselves to take action, because they may mislead us into an action that harms us instead of heal us. So don't let your feelings get you caught up in a trap, in a situation. We're not going to do it, because a lot of people got in relationships based upon what they felt, and the red flags was going on, boop, 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 and what they end up with, we all know. I don't even have to say it, but thank God we got out. Thank God we survived it. Thank God we paid attention to the yellow little flag. And sometimes some people got in the red zone with the red flag before they made the exit, But hey, can't always let your feelings get you caught up. And think about this. A doctor does not deal with disease because of a feeling, because he feels you got a disease. He calls for lab tests. That's a necessity. Let's find out what's really going on. It's not a feeling, And it's out of necessity that he deals with disease, so he can find the cure that can heal you from whatever the disease is in your body. That is just like seeking counseling. You have some disease going on in your emotional state. And so now you have these feelings, and we have to identify, are they false or are they based on facts? Feelings are not facts. We got to get that clear. Because when people say, oh, I don't have any feelings, yes, you do. But is it factual or is it fictional? And we have to get clear on that, because we all have feelings. We all feel a certain way, but that does not make it facts. So let's not make an excuse of saying we don't feel. Yes, we do feel, but we want to start examining those feelings to know what's factual, which is truth, and what is fictional, which could be in our head. What could have been something that someone said to us, okay? And they could have transmitted that, and now they got you thinking a way about yourself or a way about someone else that may be negative, but you really don't feel that way. So let's begin to examine instead of just making excuses about, I ain't got no feelings. I ain't got no feelings. But we hear it. We hear it. We see it on your face. Yes, you do. So you know what? I'm going to do a series about the excuses. And this is like number one excuse. I don't have no feelings. Yes, you do. Stop lying to yourself. And on the other side note, have a blessed day. And remember, feelings must first be examined with facts, or we're dealing with fiction. Have a great day.